The answer is no. That's the long and the short of it. The answer is no. If you're sitting there over 50 and wondering if the retirement we all thought was coming our way, the old model, the one that we assumed we were going to achieve, if that's still around, it's not. It's gone. And the reason for that is retirement is fluid. It is evolving. And we, this phenomenal generation they call Generation X, we're rewriting it because the old model didn't fit us, was never meant to fit us, and just with everything else we've done in life, we're making it ours for our entire lives. Longer than that. Retirement has been very predictable. You work your butt off your entire life. Our grandparents did it usually for one company from the day they started working to the day they stopped. Honestly, when I first started working back in my 20s, actually my professional working in the 20s, I started working when I was 12 outside the house. But in my 20s, I didn't stay with the company longer than a couple of years. I thought I was a failure. I thought I was a loser because I was using my grandparents as the model that my grandfather, not only did he stay with one company from the day he started working at age something teen till his 60s, early 70s, but he had multiple jobs, and a lot of the second and third jobs he kept for as long. Insane. So I thought I was a failure. And then I realized, I looked around, and I wasn't the only one doing this. It was our entire generation. And it wasn't because we were bad employees or we couldn't commit. It's because times were changing. We were caught up in an evolution that really wasn't documented at the time. We were just living through it, doing the best we can. So if you were to map my own personal work history, I became a contractor instead of a full-time employee until this current job. And there's not really longer than a 5-year stint that I spent with any particular entity. And that was okay. That became my model for my job. I want to date you, not marry you. And eventually I did marry a company, the one I'm with now, and it's been a pleasant relationship. I'm not mad about it. And as I've mentioned, it's my last job, but that's not what this video is about. So the original retirement model that we grew up with, that we started our work careers thinking we were following, it was made for a generation that we long since bypassed. We did not grow up with the phonograph. Some of us can remember 8-tracks, but we quickly moved into cassette tapes and then CDs and DVDs and now digital, etc. So things have moved very quickly in our lifespan, and retirement's the same. But they are not updating the script for us, so we're having to make it up on the fly. And this is what these conversations are about. You get to make your retirement the way you mean it. So why doesn't this old retirement model fit? Well, we're living longer. Many people are living 20 to 30 years into their retired years. As overall, as a species, we're living longer, good for us. But now our money has to work and be around longer. And we've done math our entire life as we're doing our monthly, this is what we're bringing in, this is where we're going out. When you look at that, that can be a little concerning, a little startling. So many of us are not necessarily full faith stopping working right at the age of 65, 67, etc. Many of us are so accustomed to working, so much of our life is built around it, that we're going to choose to continue working just for that pattern of life. But many of us who didn't start saving for retirement until much later in life, like in their 40s, when some of my contemporaries were retiring or starting to think about it, some of us are probably going to have to continue working just a little bit to make sure that all the gaps are met. And that is part of how we're reinventing. We're setting the example for our kids and our grandkids and generations to come. Retirement doesn't have to be work, stop, die. We're making it up now as we go along. Gen X, let's go. Another approach is that we're not so much working because we need the money. I personally am beginning to transition my mindset from I enjoy my job, but I'm ready to start enjoying life. So I'm transitioning from work mindset only. I'm blending work and freedom. Some of my videos, and I will tell you straight up here, I am starting to do things as if I was retired. If I want to go fishing after work, I'm going fishing. If I need to take a road trip on a weekend just for a minication, because there's a mythical tree out in the swamps of Louisiana I want to go check out, I'm going to do it. I am letting this part of the last season of my working career be the beginning of my go-go years, which is a buzzword you hear quite a lot on a lot of these YouTube videos. But basically what it means is I'm as young as I'm ever going to be. I'm as capable, probably, as statistics say I'll ever be. So if I want to go trudge through the swamps or fish on the beach or whatever I want to do, I'm going to get out and start doing it now. Now, this will actually be twofold. One, taking off some of those things I have been putting off that I want to do, but additionally keeps me active, keeps me mentally spry. Yeah, spry. Not sure why I use the word spry, but it keeps me mentally working, which will actually postpone some of the erosion that happens as we age. Additionally, work has always provided what little bit of social activity I can stand. Many of us are much more of a social animal. I can start up a conversation with a brick wall, but that does not mean that I would rather be with people outside of my husband or my sisters, but it doesn't necessarily mean I want to be with people all the time. I cherish my personal, quiet, private time. Many of you probably do as well. But there is something to be said about the routine of regularly engaging with other humans. This is something that all of the psychiatrists and studies say that we need to continue doing in our next chapter of life. So I'm not crawling into a hole and becoming a hermit on Goat Island out in Mobile Bay. For those of you who may know what that is, leave me a comment below if you're familiar. But I am not necessarily continuing to work because I need that social structure. Some of us will though, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've got a friend that I work with at the office. I have actually worked with her in multiple jobs over the life of my career. She's over 70. She's still working. To look at her, you'd think she's 38. But she loves it, and she is such a social diva. She just thrives in it. So if this feeds her spirit, if this feeds her life, let it. You go and do you. For me, confidence in retirement comes from controlling as much as I can my budget and what I know is on the horizon in my income. So I'm building bridges. I will continue to work, may not be outside the house, but I'm building side hustles and income streams, all the buzzwords from today, but this YouTube channel is one, so go like, subscribe, share, binge my video, help me build that bridge. But also check out some of the things in the description. I've got some workbooks down there, absolutely free, basic budgeting, how to set up for retirement, and then how to figure out what your skill sets based on your life experiences can do. That one's called Life Experiences to Income Streams. Isn't it clever? But go check it out. But with that said, I am building future income possibilities to help take away some of the stressors for me. Eventually, I may decide that I don't have to do these things unless I enjoy them. So I'm making sure I picked things now that I enjoy, absolutely enjoy. And that is what the Life Experiences to Income Streams workbook is about. The very first thing you need to decide, what do you know how to do? What do you enjoy doing? And what kind of time do you want to put into it? Do you need it to be flexible around the clock? So let's walk through that. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you want some more information on that. I do have a mini course for that coming out as well. So go sign up for that for the email for when that comes out. So I'm not really asking, when can I stop working? I'm asking, how do I design a life that I want? So I retire like I mean it. Book right there. So I retire like I mean it on my terms, for whatever that means for me. Do I want to keep working because of the social aspect? Do I want to do side hustles because I feel more comfortable knowing I've got some pocket change coming in? This is up to you to decide for yourself, but I will tell you right now, I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Come back, share this video, share the channel with people in your life. Let's get together and discuss and help walk through what you need for your future self, because nobody can design their retirement better than you. Let's do it together here. All right, so I will see you guys again soon. Stop recording.